What questions do I get asked by patients? The first one, of course, is how does it work? And that's probably the most difficult question to answer, because people spend 3.5 years studying to find out how does it work. And therefore to explain how it works in a couple of minutes is quite a challenge. But let me try. What we find is that from birth we inherit potential weaknesses from our parents, from our grandparents, from our great-grandparents. According to certain old books, down to the 7th generation. We won't necessarily say it goes that far back or not. But we inherit potential weaknesses. The question then becomes, will those weaknesses be activated by our life experience? Now, the thing that is going to activate those weaknesses more than anything else is stress and trauma. And those stresses and traumas may occur mentally, emotionally, or physically. And in fact, this is one reason why the immunisation issue is such an interesting one, because that is usually the first major physical stress that a young infant experiences. But that's another story. So, if we're looking at a person who has inherited weaknesses and they have been activated by the stresses of life experience, the question is, how do we remove those weaknesses, or at least render them dormant? It may be that we can't remove every weakness that a person has, and in fact that's my belief. I think the fact that we're on this planet means by definition that we are always going to have weaknesses of some sort. The homeopathic way of removing them is through the law of similars. So in other words, we believe that these weaknesses exist on a very subtle level, if you like, a dynamic or energetic level. And so to remove the weaknesses, we introduce into the system an energetic or dynamic influence which is similar in its resonance to the resonance of a weakness, but which is temporarily stronger. You see, when we deliver a homeopathic remedy, we're not delivering a disease, but we are delivering an energy stimulus. So the law of similars works by saying two similar disturbances or diseases cannot exist in the body at the same time. The stronger will eliminate the weaker. So you have a patient with a particular natural weakness or disease. You introduce into the body, into the whole system, a similar but stronger energetic artificial or remedy disease. That will eliminate the natural disease, leaving the person for a brief period of time under the influence of the natural disease. As the influence of the natural disease passes, the person is left with neither. And in essence, that's how homeopathy works.